That's fucking beautiful.
Hello. Oh, for Christ's sake. Oh, sorry, folks. Did you hear that? Just tickled to be here.
Save the big chunks. Make chili later.
Oh, my God. That was even gross for me. How about that? That's called Texas chili. That's all meat. Well, it's a clam-based chili. How are you, folks? It's Tuesday here. I don't know what it is. Maybe you're in Australia, and it's yesterday just till tomorrow or ahead of time, whatever the fuck. What did David Tell say? Australia, the only place I've gone to, I landed there, I called my apartment, and I answered. David Tell, as funny as anybody ever to do it. Love that little Jew bastard. I don't know if the feelings are mutual. He pretends to like me. Anyhow, like most people. Anyhow, real quick, Monday Night Football, good one last night. Saquon Barkley, the big acquisition for the Eagles. I'm getting veneers. I don't care if they're $100,000. These lower teeth, my wife's like, you can't even see it on the fucking, I can see it. The monitor's a foot away. My head's the size of a fucking watermelon. I smoke 3 cigarettes a week, maybe, and the fucking coffee, and I blow a couple guys and eat some gum. And a man goes to a party. I looked that up today. I found the audio for you. It's a more fancy version. Kennedy lists a bunch of things. I have to raise the tax revenue base, and I want to swing on that tire. Anyways, we got a ton of show. I don't know why I'm fucking around. More than we can handle, actually. Anything from P. Diddy to fucking J.D. Vance this past Sunday beating the fuck verbally out of Dana Bash that we didn't get to yesterday. All kinds of horse shit. P. Diddy, their role model for all kids. What a disappointment. I couldn't believe when I heard that. Let me tell you something. I actually met that guy when I was working with Chris Rock, and he just looks like everything he's been charged with. I know that's unfair. He looks like a third world fucking, one of those dictators in Africa, Idi Amin types. Like Dallas said, put a bunch of medals on his chest that mean nothing for every kid he's raped. Allegedly. Anyhow, I can't believe I said that.
Balls on this prick.
Oh, fuck off. Real quick, I know you're not going to watch this, but you, out of everybody, I know you're sick of me preaching this shit, but you are going to be, you're a director / whatever, producer. The documentary on David Chase and the making of The Sopranos. It's 2 parts. And, they talk to the writers and shit. And this is years after it went on. And he's the most solemn, dull, not dull, but depressed, everything you'd think a great mind would be. And remember, he's Italian. Cesare, not Chase. And his mother was the genesis of that show. She was psychotic. And he says as much. And it's 2 parts, an hour each. And it's just, I'm sorry. And again, you don't even have to be a Sopranos fan to watch this and go, holy, how did they pull that off? Gandolfini's like 15 hour days. Can you imagine? Gets there at 5:30 in the morning, they go home 8 at night, and he's got to go home and learn 8 pages of dialogue for the next day. It's why he almost drank himself to death. And it's so interesting. And David Chase would lay on a couch while the other writers were trying to come up with shit. And he wouldn't be sleeping, he'd be listening. And then he'd come out, he had like 3 whiteboards, and he'd come out and write like 8 ideas. Write them across the thing. And then he'd look at them 5 minutes later and go, oh, this is terrible. And wipe it all away, start. They said he was brutal to work for. Yeah, and what do you got to master?
I love BTS stuff like that. When you dive into the making of something.
Please watch this. Please watch it, because you will. And it goes by like this. Because they talk to the cast members, and they bring up shit like, people got bumped on got whacked. This is what made that show. It's what sucked me in. About 5 episodes in, spoiler alert, one of the main characters gets fucking whacked. And you're like, that's never happened, like, really, on TV. And then you never knew. And it was so hard for David Chase to tell somebody you're going to get whacked, because these are actors who kill for these jobs. They might never work again. All this background shit that you don't even think of. And he's such a depressing, dark mind. The whole time he's like this. Like he doesn't want to be there. But he's funny. And anyways, it's worthwhile. What am I doing? We got a fucking show. We could do 9. I'm sorry, folks. I didn't even turn this fucking thing on. Well, you know I'm new at this. Started this in my basement in 1978, this show. And then we brought technology like actually a teleprompter built in the 20s. I think we got this out of the Walter Cronkite archives. Let's get right to it. I don't even know the fuck I'm talking about. Page 1. It's not about the animals. What? Is that? I know, but is that what it said? Or is that what I called it?
You just said Charlie Kirk. Man.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyways, his Charlie Kirk. Oh, shit. I'll read the Trump thing after. His Charlie Kirk, you know who he is, USA Turning Point, probably does more for our side than anybody. He travels the country debating college kids. He never stops. I don't know how he's as smart as anybody out there. Here he is talking about the whole, how the left and the media has treated the Midwest in this country. And not just recently, folks, forever. They call it fly-by country. They always hated people in the Midwest because they were Americana, grounded, family, religion, all that shit that the left hates. I remember, as soon as I started doing stand-up comedy across the country, I go, these are the people that they can't stand? Nicest people I've ever fucking met. And Charlie Kirk's going to sum up what they've done to them over the last 40 years. Go ahead.
About Springfield, Ohio, really quick, which, of course, with the Haitian cat eaters that are coming in. Springfield, Ohio is a perfect example of how the ruling class has treated the heartland of the country. Step 1, we close the factories and we send them overseas so that people don't have work. Step 2, we flood those.
Can they ever do this without a stupid sound effect behind it? The fuck is that for? Somebody getting residual playing a xylophone? Go ahead.
Communities with opioids that they're permanently addicted, and we kill a lot of them. Step 3, we send their kids, their sons and daughters, to go fight no-win wars, and they come back with permanent health issues. Step 4, we flood their town with foreigners after we've completely abused and broken them, and we sent their jobs overseas. Step 5, the residents who are still there and have survived all this abuse notice that the foreigners are doing really weird stuff and illegal stuff, like driving in head-on traffic, killing kids, eating cats, and taking geese out of the pond. And then we call the people that are still there in Springfield racist after their factories have closed and their sons died in Iraq and they're addicted to opioids and their local schools being overrun by Haitians, but they're racist for noticing that their home is turning into Port-au-Prince. You wonder why Donald Trump's poll numbers don't go down. You wonder why so many people wear that red MAGA hat in Springfield, Ohio. Because he is the only lifeline that these people have. He is the only hope that they have. The only person that does not insult them or talk down to them and wants to lead a rebellion and, yes, a revenge campaign against the people that have done this to them and destroyed their home.
Amen.
He was the best guy around.
Still around. Okay, argue with any of that. I so wish this show was piped to the green room at fucking the View or any of you fucking jerk-offs on the left. I know I'm probably talking to my people. Hopefully, they show a few. How do you argue with anything he just said? Honestly. And by the way, I got a brother who lives in Ohio and has to go to Cincinnati, which means he has to go through Springfield, Illinois sometimes. And he goes, those stories about pets and shit have been in the news forever, way before this shit with Trump and everything. And I know that because my late great friend who died, the cop from Miami, who worked in Miami from my hometown, he used to tell me these stories because there was a ton of Haitians in Miami. And he would tell me about finding burnt skeletons of pets and shit because of rituals they did and shit. So the point is, it's a fucking culture that has nothing in common with our culture. And then you drop them in. And they don't eat dogs and shit. That's not even the fucking point. And like I think Vance said, if we have to put cat memes out to get your attention, everybody knows the geese thing is true. Why am I popping? Am I too loud here? Anyways, I'm just so tired. Quit treating the Democrat Party. I got to change. I got to come up with a different name. They're the enemy. That's not hyperbole. Quit giving them the respect. Anyways, thank God for Charlie Kirk. Now, just now, breaking, Donald Trump, as you know, second assassination attempt, and people are trying to blame him for his rhetoric. Everybody got that on the left. MSNBC, all the usual suspects, they sing from the same sheet. And they're all saying it's his rhetoric that has to be toned down. So he's finally like, fuck you. And this is the first time in a long time, finally, the right or whoever is going, fuck you. But it doesn't matter because they have control of the media. They have control of the culture. But let me find this and read. God, where was it? Where did I find it? It just went away. I opened X and it just disappeared. Do you have it, Dallas?
Yeah, use your text. You should have the link to the article
in the
I had.
text, yeah. Just, you got to read this. I got to read it. Who am I talking to? What am I doing? Jesus Christ, I got so much caffeine in me. It's terrific. I want to try cocaine, but it's too late. Try it. I did. Let me read these real quick. Trump put out 50 things proving it's there. This fucking fuck. Excuse me, folks. I know you're conservatives and you don't like that. Grow up. Put it out when? Yesterday, maybe? Steve Cohen. Trump is an enemy of the United States. Rep. Maxine Waters. Are Trump supporters preparing a civil war against us? Waters again. I want to know about all the right-wing organizations that Trump is connected to who are training up in the hills somewhere. Debbie Wasserman, Ugly Schultz. Trump is an existential threat to our democracy. Adam Schiff. Trump is the gravest threat to our democracy. Gregory Meeks. Trump cannot be president again. He's an existential threat to democracy. Dan Goldman. Trump remains the greatest threat to our democracy. Jake Auchinclaws. What unifies us as a party is knowing that Donald Trump is an existential threat. It's so original. Abigail Scanberger. Trump is a threat to our democracy. The threats to our democratic republic is real. Former Harris Biden staffer Kate Bedingfield. Democrats should turn the fire on Donald Trump. Rick Wilson, Lincoln Project. That's the guy I would fucking kill if I saw on the cyber. They're still going to have to go out and put a bullet in Donald Trump. Imagine he said that. Rep. Greg Landsman, the threat is not over. Eric Sorensen, he's the greatest threat to law and order we have in our country. Yeah, he was responsible for the fucking riots, right? During the George Floyd shit. You fucking people, I can't wait till the thing sets off. Fuck the election. Oh my God. Tim Walz, our Republicans are a threat to democracy. Yes. Are they? Whatever, then it's cut off. Joe Biden, who's that? Trump and the MAGA Republicans represent an extremism that threatens the very foundation of our republic, and that is a threat to this country. Joe Biden again. Trump and MAGA Republicans are a threat to the very soul of this country. Biden again. Trump is a genuine threat to this nation. He's literally a threat to everything America stands for. Douchebag again. Enough. You get the idea. I fucking hate the way the phone works. I hate the way the fucking iPad works. I hate the way fucking laptops work. Fucking Steve Jobs. I hope you fucking get fucked in the ass in jail. I mean, hell. Well, hell is jail, isn't it? Anyways, coffee, folks. Seriously, Mrs. Jobs, I didn't mean it. More Sanka? It kept opening and closing on me. Oh, God help us. Where am I? What am I doing? I sound like Biden. What are we doing? Let's a little update on the shooting of the second attempt. Is that what this is? Peekaboo, I see you. Didn't get to this yesterday. The gunman who allegedly staked out President Trump West Palm Beach golf course with a fucking AK rifle was able to exploit a security hole that the Secret Service has known about for years, and it wasn't the woman running it. No.
Are you interested in the real story?
Yes. News photographers, including those hired by the Post, New York Post, have had no problem repeatedly securing spots around the perimeter of the course to snap pictures of Trump playing golf or driving in a golf cart. They have even taken images which require a clear line of sight to the 45th president, unnoticed through the bushes with telephone lenses. Some telephoto lenses. Ever shoot a telephone lens? Fucking terrific. Some have gotten as close as 75 yards. Boy, they really tightened it up, huh? The Secret Service. They really doubled down. Here's the video of how easy it is. Take a look.
Hello?
Hello, Mr. President. Hello. It's bigger than the hole between Kamala's legs. Yeah, that's enough. You get the idea. I'm in a hurry. There's always, they are, meaning the press, always amazed how close they can get to Trump and his entourage. It's easy for them, they say.
Oh boy, is this great!
Authorities say Ryan Wesley Routh got within 300 to 500 yards of Trump after spending 12 hours in a makeshift sniper nest just outside the fence along Summit Boulevard, a busy thoroughfare of Trump International Golf Club, West Palm Beach. Why don't you pinpoint it again? Jesus. Even on rare instances when Secret Service agents do see a photographer near the course, they rarely question, the source said. The security detail is also exceedingly easy to see approaching on their golf carts, meaning photographers can keep an eye out for them and then hang back and lie low until Trump arrives. If they do approach the photographers, sometimes they quickly check their credentials, but that's about it, the source says. We got some footage that the mainstream media hasn't shown yet of Routh. As you know, he was near the golf course for a couple days. And this was him. They found some footage of him preparing. Oh, come on, folks. Don't you love it? Anyways, yeah, so you can see nothing's changed. They haven't fired anybody since Butler. They didn't double down. They said, well, he's not a sitting president. But yeah, but he was always a victim of assassination. You think you might then? Can you fucking just picture if something like this happened to Obama? I mean, somebody compared him to a rodeo clown and got canned. I mean, just think about that. All this shit about this country being racist, just think about it. And who's trying to kill who? It's been the same forever. Reagan got shot, Ford got shot, Lincoln got shot. Only thing that didn't get shot is a pilot I wrote a couple years ago. It was me as a butcher in New Jersey. Anyways. It's just incredible that they're trying to pin all these assassination attempts on Trump and the rights rhetoric. How can you out there, and again, people, I got to figure out how to get a liberal audience. I want them to show up at my house. I want to show them my new gun. Just want to show them. I'm not going to buy. It's not even loaded, folks. Anyways. That's all I got to say about that. Hey, if you guys, for those of you guys in Mug Club right now, stick around for the rest of this show, the second half. I feel bad if the people aren't gonna. But you can, if you go to nickdip.com and sign up for Mug Club. And if you do that, you're going to get my entire show 4 days a week. You get Steven Crowder's show, which has the production value of some of the greatest movies ever made. Not to mention, he's got an undercover team who's breaking national news and sitting on a couple of huge stories. And it's funny as fucking hell. Alex Jones pipes in, like on every other Friday or whatever. Brian Callen, all kinds of shit. So go to nickdip.com. And while you're there, click on the date button. So if you want to come see me live, September 27th, I got news for you. Wise guys, Jordan Landing, there's 12 tickets left. And the gig's not for another 11 days or whatever. So that's going to be sold out. If not sold, could be sold out today. It's going to be sold out. And I thank you guys for that. And it's about fucking time. What? Also, the 2 nights following that, September 28, 29, I'll be in Vegas at Skankfest with a bunch of very funny dudes. I'm going there because I haven't seen my boy Joey List since he had the baby and whatever. It should be a great hang. Hope to see you there. Let's move on to the douchebag not fit to serve. One more. Oh, holy shit. Thank you. It's only the most important one up there. November 9th, the tickets aren't on sale yet. They go on sale on the 20th. What's today, Dallas? 17th? 17th. 3 days. NickDip.com you go to, or wherever it tells you to go. November 9th, Bridgeview Center Theater, Ottumwa, Iowa. A nice bastion of conservatism. I hope I don't scare him. I get a little edgy.
Hi, good night, everybody.